Today, we remember the lives of famous stars who were quietly and painfully taken by depression. These were not gentle farewells. Some fought their inner battles in silence for years. Others masked their pain behind laughter, charm, and unforgettable performances. And some left us far too suddenly, leaving hearts shattered in their wake. They touched millions with their talent, inspired countless lives, and created memories that will never fade, even as they carried the unbearable weight of sadness inside. Kurt Cobain, the beloved American musician, is always remembered for his unforgettable role as the frontman of Nirvana, the voice behind some of the most iconic songs in rock history. Known for his raw, angsty lyrics and anti-establishment persona, Cobain touched millions with hits like Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, Lithium, and Heart-Shaped Box, songs that still resonate decades later. Beyond these chart toppers, he also created deeply personal tracks such as About a Girl, All Apologies, and In Bloom, which showcased his ability to blend vulnerability with powerful musical expression. Each song captured the angst, pain, and rebellion of a generation, making Kurt not just a musician, but a symbol of authenticity and emotional honesty. His work on Nirvana's albums Nevermind and In Utero cemented his status as a pioneer of the grunge movement, influencing countless artists and reshaping the sound of the 1990s. Tragically, Kurt Cobain passed away on April 5, 1994, at the age of 27. His death was ruled a suicide by a self-inflicted gunshot, but it shocked the world and left millions mourning a talent lost too soon. Kurt had long struggled with chronic health problems, depression, and the overwhelming pressures of fame. In his final days, his pain and inner turmoil became painfully clear, making his passing a heartbreaking reminder that even those who inspire millions can be silently suffering. Born on February 20, 1967, in Aberdeen, Washington, Kurt grew up in a small town but found solace in music from a young age. He poured his emotions into songwriting and guitar, eventually forming Nirvana and leading the grunge movement with his distinctive voice and raw energy. Over his career, Kurt achieved immense success, earning international fame, platinum-selling albums, and posthumous honors such as induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Sylvia Plath, the brilliant American poet, novelist, and short story writer, is forever remembered for her extraordinary and unforgettable works, including her first poetry collection, The Colossus, and other poems, which showcased her remarkable skill in exploring human emotion and identity, and her semi-autobiographical novel, The Bell Jar, in which she vividly portrayed the struggles of a young woman battling depression and societal pressures. A story that has resonated with generations for its raw honesty. Her posthumously published collection Ariel captures the intense emotions and inner turmoil of her final months through poems like Daddy, Lady Lazarus, Morning Song, and Tulips, reflecting themes of love, despair, rage, and the suffocating expectations placed upon her. Other significant works include Crossing the Water and Winter Trees, which further revealed her delicate yet powerful command over language and her ability to express pain, longing, and resilience. Tragically, Sylvia Plath's life came to a heartbreaking end on February 11, 1963, at the age of 30, when she died by suicide in her London flat, using gas in a method that reflected her quiet determination to escape the pressures and darkness she had long battled. She had been struggling with severe depression, compounded by personal and professional stress, and in her final days, She felt increasingly isolated, despite her undeniable talent and growing recognition. Born on October 27, 1932, in Boston, Massachusetts, Plath was a child prodigy, excelling academically and showing an early passion for writing, though her childhood was marked by the early loss of her father, an event that deeply affected her and would influence much of her later work. Throughout her life, she navigated the challenges of being a woman in a male-dominated literary world, balancing her roles as a wife, mother, and artist, and her poetry and prose often reflected the tensions of domestic life, ambition, and mental anguish. Anthony Bourdain, the beloved American chef, author, and travel documentarian, was best known for his fearless exploration of food, culture, and the human experience, captivating audiences worldwide through his groundbreaking television series A Cook's Tour, where he traveled across the globe sampling exotic cuisines and sharing stories from hidden corners of the culinary world. Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations, which became his signature series as he combined deep cultural insights, empathy, and candid humor to reveal the soul behind every city and meal. The Layover, where he showed how to experience a city fully in just 24 to 48 hours, highlighting not only the food but the people and traditions. And Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, which solidified his legacy, exploring difficult or overlooked regions of the world while connecting politics, history, and human stories through the lens of cuisine. He was also the author of several influential books, including Kitchen Confidential, Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly, which exposed the raw realities of restaurant kitchens, Medium Raw, a follow-up memoir reflecting on his personal and professional life, The Nasty Bits, a collection of essays blending humor and insight, and A Cook's Tour, Global Adventures in Extreme Cuisines, written alongside his first television series. Despite his adventurous public life, Anthony tragically passed away on June 8, 2018, at the age of 61, in Kaisersberg, France, where he was filming an episode of Parts Unknown with his friend and collaborator Eric Rippert. Found in his hotel room, he died by suicide through hanging, shocking the world and revealing the hidden depths of his struggle with depression, a reminder that even the most seemingly fearless lives may carry private pain. Born on June 25, 1956, in Manhattan to Gladys, a New York Times editor, and Pierre Bourdain, a music executive, Anthony grew up in suburban New Jersey, nurtured in a household full of love yet always driven by curiosity and a hunger for experience. His early passion for food was sparked during a family trip to France, where tasting his first oyster inspired a lifelong devotion to culinary exploration. After attending Vassar College briefly, he pursued professional culinary training at the Culinary Institute of America, graduating in 1978 before climbing the ranks in New York's restaurant scene, working at establishments like the Supper Club, 1 Fifth Avenue, Sullivan's, and ultimately becoming executive chef at Brasserie Les Halles, where his combination of talent, intensity, and irreverent humor became legendary.